What is your initial assessment of what is happening with these leaks?
Well, it's quite clear if we look at how these pipelines are built, they're highly protected. They're deeply underground, digged underground. They consist of a concrete iron core, a mixture of protection around them. So leaks like this that are not intentionally the result of an attack are extremely unlikely. They're designed to last over 50 years, and there's basically no similar precedents in the past, and certainly not three at the same time. So it's very, very likely that this is an act of sabotage. And the question is, who could have done this? And to have the equipment to actually do this, you have to have submarines that can go deep and do operations like this. Very few countries, certainly not non-state actors, would have this kind of capability.
You know, if we go back to the map we have for our viewers, just for context of where exactly this has happened, we know that these two leaks have happened very close to Denmark and Poland, and also close to Germany, far away from Russia. But Poland, we heard from the Prime Minister there saying this clearly is an act of sabotage without citing any sort of, evidence in this case. The question really is, you say that some nations are capable. So I ask you, is Russia capable?
Most certainly, and we have seen reports in past weeks of submarines conducting suspicious activities that made otherwise no sense very near to the pipeline. There were concerns about this in the past, that this could happen. And I think, again, we don't have the evidence yet. That's true. It's still very early. But the highest likelihood would be that a country with these kind of capabilities would be able to do it. And there's very few that would be able to do this. And Russia does have motives to do it. There's no question about that.
You know, we know that gas is being used as a weapon. It's being used as a tool to destabilize Europe where this war against Ukraine is concerned, squeezing Europe further without gas. This will, as we understand, further cut off supplies. How do you think this will impact the countries in the winter months going ahead?
Well, a lot of people were hoping that there would be some kind of resolution to this in the near future, and that gas would flow again, and that would reduce the gas prices. So those hopes are basically, been tarnished quite a bit now, because it's going to take a long time to repair these. If you look at the leaks, so one of them at least has a square kilometer size of bubbles coming out to the ocean. So it's huge damage. It's going to take a long time to repair this, and even after it's repaired, everybody would know this could happen again, right? So energy security and dependence on Russia in terms of energy is going to be less interest in that than there already is now. I think his goal might have been to raise pressure domestically within Russia, but also on those imposing sanctions to further reconsider sanctions.
You know, a quick check, Anthony. Do you believe such acts can actually influence Western nations on their decisions and sanctions on Russia?
That's certainly, I think, part of the calculus. Right now, fortunately, the West is very strong and keeping strong, and no gas has been actually flowing through those pipelines at this point. It just raises tensions, it raises fear, and authoritarian systems, like we see the one in Russia, they build on fear. They want to proliferate fear, and this is what's happening from this attack.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. Anthony Seaboyer, appreciate all your analysis. National security expert, thank you for your time.
Thank you.